and here I want a separate branch for this Redux. So first I make a branch from existing one, and for making a new branch you simply, or you cut a new branch from existing one, is simply you can write git checkout hyphen space hyphen b space then your branch name, implement Redux react.js, and hit enter. I already make this branch, so I can't make another one, and here I can show branch name git branch, and this one is the newer branch which I npm install redux save, and now you can check in package.json file this one, react redux and react. From now I use redux, and in this I will use simply redux, pure redux. First I will provide the action type, and here user action. This is the function which we call from the functional component like login, home, dashboard, and profile. So all the action here provide. And the third one is reducer. This is the initial state, like is for is login and current user ID. These two things are stored in the local storage, and this is the storage. This is the user reducer, like for login and logout. First store the information inside browser if the user is logging, and second one is for logout. If user is logout, then remove information from local storage and false the details. And for user set details, I put all the information in a Redux store, not in local storage. So this is related to security, and this is the user context. So this context is not useful now, so I will first delete this file. And here you can see the all error related to user context, which user context is using all the files like dashboard and home. And here I simply use provider, not custom user provider. I use provider from the React Redux. And one thing I forget, that you want to install two npm. First one is npm install Redux, and second one is npm install React Redux. I will provide the npm command in description, and for provider you provide the store also. So this store be accessible in all component. This store is come from file, but here in VS Code it not shows me suggestion, so I will write manually store from, and the file is context and then store. So here you get the store, and providing this bind the provider. And first change code in login.js file. Now use user, there is no use of this context, so first I will remove and delete, and get user. This user selector, actually for login purpose there is no use of user, but I will write here, because if you want to use in future For another reason, or if you want to expand your project, then you can use this. And second one is dispatch, and this is also come from React Redux. So if you want to use, then firstly you install package from npm, and after successful login, simply dispatch login user action. But here still the action type is not, user action is not showing me. And if you face this situation, this problem, then you can simply again save, and you can copy the function name direct. And here I simply passed is logged in true, and I want to pass one more thing, like here user reducer I provide is logged in and current user ID. So second one is I want to provide current user ID, and this user ID is get from data and the first index. From there I want ID. And if you want to make a new branch, then simply uh, cut a new branch from existing one, and then you can write all your code, so your previous code is safely keep if you want to use in future. And second dispatch is I want to set details in React store, so simply I dispatch another function set user detail is action. So this information is not stored in local storage, but simply stored in a Redux store. And so this is globally available for all component. And second one is for navbar. Here I also remove this dispatch and context, import context, and now I will use dispatch and call use dispatch from React Redux, and remove this dispatch, and simply I call dispatch logout user action, and I pass two things. First one is three things. First I want to also want to define type, and second one is payload. In payload I want to provide is logged in and current user ID, these two things. So first one I reverse as a boolean false, and the current user ID I simply put null because I want to remove user ID. This never is also completed. It's time for home. First remove this use user, user. First I get the user and this all the details from state, and the second one is dispatch, call the dispatch from React Redux. And for now I want to write a function fetch details, but for now I simply show the information, no other information, and there is only one use of in this component is for user ID, because when user click the profile button, then it redirect to the profile section. So here I use user detail. So I means I simply want the current user ID, and you get current user ID from local storage or state. But here I also define function. If you want to expand your project, then you can use, and if you want to put more information like related to user, then you can. For response I want all details on behalf of user ID. So I pass here user and current user ID. So you got this information in data, and here I also some provide the validation check, like if I want to check if user is logged in and the current user ID has some values, then this condition is execute, otherwise not. You can use directly, but for some extra validation or extra precaution, I will use if condition. I use this if condition and import the Axios and the base URL. And for I get the I provide zero index because Axios from get from Axios it provide as in array. Now for dispatch, I call the set user detail action and provide the data as a payload. And this use effect is executed when user is logged in has changed the value or user dot current user ID. If if both two of them some change the values, then this user effect is executed. And third one is for dashboard. For dashboard, I copy all the codes related to this function and user dispatch and paste in dashboard. So you can get all information same, and also import the use selector and dispatch from React Redux. Import the Axios as well and the base URL. Here action is dispatch. This is same. And for this, I want you can provide from you can provide ID from user current user detail also, but I want from state. So simply I change this field, and here username and email you can get the information from the user current user details. And here in use effect we call the fetch user detail function also, so then it works, otherwise it not in work. Same in home.js component, import the set user detail action, and only one error be remain in profile.js or profile component. First remove this use user context and call const user use selector from React Redux, and the second one is dispatch from React Redux. So now remove this one and simply dispatch. I want to type as user set details because in this section I don't store the information in local storage. I simply pass the whole information as a Redux store. So this information is this from here it dispatched, and I want also dispatch here from if user is refresh the page or if user navigate from home or dashboard to the profile, then the information is also available in store. So here I also write all the condition, and first make as async, get the user ID from state, information is same, and now call set user detail action, and all the functionality remains same. Now your functionality will working fine as previous one. First I will refresh this page and first inspect and check any error. Now I log in with test@gmail.com and provide the password. Here you can check information is stored in local storage also. Only two things, current user ID and is logged in. And for profile section, if I want to update or change some information, is that working? And submit. And if we navigate home then profile, then it's working. Yeah, your information is saved. So this is the validation check or testing. All the functionality working fine. And if user is logged out, then he can't go to the dashboard. Now it's time to check all the codes till now. First for component, you see the code related to this dashboard, and for context I will show all the codes already in the starting of this video. And for home, this is the code, you can check here. You can remove the extra fields which are not using currently. So in console they're not giving any warnings. For login component, here I simply use this one. You can, if you want to comment, then you can. I put some comment for your reference, for your future reference. If you want to comment this, use, if you want to use it in future. And this is the remaining code of login component for navbar. For profile, this is the profile component, and you can check all the code. If you forget to write anything, then you can simply match your code with this. And for register, in this video there is no change in this component, all the code remains same. So for that's all. This last one is app. And if you like this video, then please subscribe and share to others. Thank you.